Hey, sit. Ready? Fetch. Go! That's my girl. That's my girl. Hey, that's my girl. That's my girl. Sit. Ready? Fetch. Hey, there you go. There you go. There you go. Hey, there you go. All right. That's my girl. Good. Sit. You know, when we train retrievers, there's so many different things they have to learn. Unlike just doing basic obedience with a dog, they have to learn tons of stuff. And they have to learn it individually. And one of the things, what we're going to talk about today, is the fetch, the hold, the heel, coming back, etc., and doing all that properly. Now, we do tons of marks and blinds, and on young dogs like this one, the dogs come back and they're sloppy on their heel, they're sloppy on their hold, on their fetch, and all those things. We've already done some of that, of course, and shown them how to do it. But what we've got to do is practice. Now, a lot of people are under the impression that, well, today we got to throw that mark just a little farther, and got to do it just a little farther, and just a little farther. We got to do the double, just a little bit more. And the dog comes back, and the dog kind of gets halfway healed, and then the people are trying to get them all back up into heel, and they forget that in order to do all this stuff correctly around you, you got to practice. It's simple. You got to practice. And we know the easy part is for them to see it and go out and learn out there and get it. Some of the hard part is getting back and sitting, holding, healing, doing all those kind of things. Now, I'm going to start by showing you, we do she's right here. She's right-handed. Sit. Good. Sit. That a girl. Good. That's a good girl. Sit. That's a good girl. So the sequence is pretty simple. Hey, fetch, hold, and out. Just like that. Now, coupled with the heel. Good. Right there. That's where she should be. So when she makes a retrieve and comes right back, holds the bird, that's what you want. So if you have problems with that, which a lot of people do, they have problems with it. And it's just because they haven't really practiced. You just have to take time and practice. You might have to take 2-3 days away from the retrieving part and just practice your up close work, your heel, your fetch, your hold, your out, etc. Well, we start by playing the game. That a girl. Fetch. Hey, there you go. Hey. That a girl. Good. Hey, ho, there you go. Now, once you get your dog where she knows how to fetch, hold, and do all that, sit. Good. Sit. One thing on the hold is real important. Let them hold it. When they come back with a retrieve, let them hold it. Too many people want to just reach down and grab the bumper and start over. Well, they get in a habit, here, had a girl. They get in a habit, of spitting it out dopping it, etc., etc. So that's how we're gonna do this here. Good. Sit. So she's come back with her tree fetch. Good. Let her go. Let's pet them and love them a little bit. Good. Sit. And I just say sit and let them just hold. It doesn't take that much time. Sit. And get them to where they're holding properly. Sit. Sit. Sitting and holding. That's a good girl. And just take your time doing it. Again, a lot of people, the dog comes back, they get him in sort of a heel position, and just grab the bird or the bumper. Sit. So you don't really want that. You want it to be real clean. Heel, sit. Take your time. Be real lethargic with it. Real calm, real easy. No hollering, no screaming. Hey, that girl. Words of encouragement is good. Now, good. That was good. Hey, fetch it. Good. That's a good girl. Just a good girl. Good girl. Ready? Fetch. Good. Okay, we want to make sure our heel is just like that. And we want her to sit still and just hold the bird. So again, by walking away and let her hold it, how much time does it take? None. I've never been training with anybody in my life that's had a gun at their head and says, hurry up and let's get this done. So this kind of thing here is something that needs to be addressed and done until it's done right. Good. Okay. Sit. Good. One thing I do is a lot of times when people put their hand down, the dog just automatically thinks they're going to put it in their hand and drop it. Well, that ain't right. They need to hold on to it until you tell them to leave it or drop or give or whatever cue you want to use, doesn't matter. Sit. So I go down and hold my hand and then pick it up. Let it go, just like that. Let it go. Oh. Let it go. Good. I'm just giving her little words of encouragement. It's real simple. Good. Put my hand on it and she'll give it right up. Real simple. Hey, that's a good girl. Hey. Got a girl, good. Oh, that a girl. That's a girl. Now, one of the reasons that people may not work on this as much as I'm trying to describe is that it is redundant and it's boring, and they'd rather see them go out a mile away and get a bird. But then when they come back and they spit it out or they don't hold it properly, they're holding by the end or by the rope, they put it back in their mouth. Hold. Good. Hold. Okay. That's a good girl. Just a good girl. I just pat them under there and show them it's okay to hold. That's my girl. That's my girl. Sit. Again, let her just sit there and hold. Take your time and let them hold. Now, we've got a real nice day here today. It's nice and cool, and it's been a brutal winter. But this is a good time to really work on this stuff by letting them just fetch and hold. Good girl. when it gets real hot in the summer months, I don't let them hold as much, because after they've made a retrieve, it's hot, they're going to want to drop it, so I don't make such a fuss out of it when it gets real hot. Keep that in mind. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Yep, yep. There you go. She should heel correctly. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Good. 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 Hey, hey, hey. There you go. There you go. There you go. Sit. And just let them hold. Some people will say, and I'll have to agree with them to some degree, the hold command is one of the hardest things you'll teach a retriever. And I kind of believe it. It's natural for them to want to go chase something, fetch it, pick it up, run around, da-da-da-da-da. Then they want to spit it out. So a hold can be some difficult, so you have to just take your time with it. The more easy you are with the hold, the better results you'll get. Back in the old days, it was hold, 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 and a lot of dogs got ruined that way, and so we don't do that anymore. So the hold command should be that simple, and I just pet them. Once you get them to hold, is hold, good, hold, out, sit, good. There's a man named Bill Hillman, Hillmann. He kind of revolutionized the fetch command and the hold command. We call it the force breaking. Well, the force breaking, it sometimes can be brutal. Pinching their ear, pinching their foot, pounding their chin, hold, and all that. And you know, over the years, he did some research, and he asked some of the old pros, he goes, hey, why is it that you guys do that? And they all responded, well, that's how the guys before us did. So he figured out a little bit better way. And that's to play with the fetch and then make the hold real easy. The hold is something you can do in the house. It's simple. It's not that hard. And you can even start when they're little and get them to hold just a little bit. So anyway, work on that. Work on this hold. This sit, stay, hold. Good girl, good girl. Ready? Ready? Hey, 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 ready? Fetch, fetch, fetch. Good, okay. There you go. There you go. Hey, hey, hey. Got a girl, good, okay. And make sure you get your heel. Heel. Yeah, sit. Good. 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 This is not hard. This is something that you got to work on. You need to be diligent with it. Work at it real hard, and you'll see a whole lot better response in your all-around retriever. Have fun with it. That's why these dogs, God made them. Have fun with it. Have fun. I'll talk to you next time. Hey, good.